Hey everybody, I'm John Miller and welcome to another edition of the Wood Podcast. This is season 3 and this is it's got to be about episode 6, I think. Who was the last person that we interviewed? Man, I think it was Brian Love. Yeah, Brian Love. He's a coach here. It was a really good interview.
Good dude.
Yeah, good dude. Good skater. Good local skater. I have another local skater here with me today, and his name is Casey, and he's right here. And this is I have one more interview I'm going to be doing in a couple days in this room. And then after that, this is probably the last of the interviews in this facility. I'm moving 2 doors down to a lot smaller facility. So if you got to skate in this facility, consider yourself lucky because this is lots of ample room. So next spot's going to be more of like a skate shop with a couple ramps in it. So, but still lessons and everything like that. But this is the official podcast of the Skate Gym. This podcast is brought to you by Beware and Hellsick Skateboards and by the Bone Crew. And that's pretty much it. So what's up, Casey?
What's up, John? I'm feeling
get that mic close to you.
Good right now.
You know? Yeah, nice and close. Get familiar with it.
Yeah, gotta be
make love to the mic. Yeah. So man, you're a local Leander skater. Have you lived in Leander your whole life?
I have not actually. I've bounced around a little bit the past few years. I was living in Tucson for most of my life, then moved out Midwest and over here, and I'm liking it over here right now. You know, it's pretty cool. But
okay, how long you been here?
Like 2 or 3 years now.
2 or 3 years. Yeah, right on. Yeah. And Leander out in the burbs, huh?
Out in the freaking burbs, man. Yeah. I'm hoping to move out of here sometime soon, more towards Austin, go get a little more street action in over there or something. Yeah. Go find some spots or something, but yeah.
Well, how old are you?
I just turned 20 recently, like last month.
Just turned 20.
Yeah.
You can't see it in the camera. He's like 6'4".
Yeah. I'm trying to like slouch down a little bit to stay in the frame.
No, you're all right. You're in frame. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're also a local ripper around here. I've seen you skate. You got some amazing chops on a skateboard on 4 wheels, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that.
You've pitched in and helped out with class here and there, and that's appreciated. Hopefully, whenever we get over there and get situated, you could do some more classes. So, man. And overall, a good dude. Tell me a little bit about like your first experience with skateboarding.
I was about 10 years old in my garage. I tried to learn how to ollie. I watched a YouTube video and I was like, I can do that, man. And then I go in there and immediately eat shit.
Wait, so you
absolutely slam on the ground.
You didn't skate before that at all?
No, not really.
You just saw a YouTube video.
Well, I had a board around me. I'd be at my friend's house and he'd have one. I tried and fall off, But then one day I tried that and I slammed and then I didn't skate for years and years and years after that. I was
years and years and years. You're 20. So
yeah, well,
2 years?
Like 4 years, I guess. Yeah, I am.
How old were you?
Perspective,
when you followed that YouTube video, how old were you?
I was like 9.
9. Okay, all right.
I guess it wasn't that long, but in my perspective, it was kind of long.
Well, sure, man. The younger you are, it just seems like eons 1 year. Right?
Yeah, 4 years is a fifth of my life. That is a pretty long.
Yeah, man.
That's a pretty long time.
Time is not totally linear. It's exponential.
It is not. It's crazy stuff right there.
Yeah. But, so, okay. Tell me about this. So you had a board then, obviously, sitting there.
Crappy little Kryptonics board, yeah.
Okay. So a Kryptonics board. Okay.
Of course. Or actually, no. Yes, it was a Kryptonics board. And then the next board I got after that was years later is a Speed Demon skateboard. That thing was pretty sweet, actually. It had metal trucks and it's pretty solid for a $20, $40 Walmart skateboard.
That was a Walmart board?
Yeah.
Or so was the Kryptonics a Walmart board too?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember actually getting that, or did that just kind of appear at your house?
That was kind of just there from the start, it was always there. And then one day it just disappeared at a garage sale or something like that.
So you're 9. You never intentionally got that board and you were just like, wow, a skateboard. I want to try something.
Yeah. And then, and then put it down for years. And then around middle school, I was like, I want to impress girls, so let me skateboard a little bit, Yeah. But then I started doing that, and I was like, I don't know. It kind of happened really fast. I got in a new friend group. They love to skate, and then we just started skating every day. And it really changed me, really kind of made me a braver person skating. and really like changed my perspective on a lot of things. And I was like, dang, skating is like the coolest thing of all time.
Yeah. So it changed your perspective on things, like what type of things?
Well, just like just life, I was always really anxious and like fearful as a kid, kind of about just things in general.
Getting hurt, like
just emotionally, physically, whatever.
Yeah.
Lots of hesitance, and skateboarding taught me like, sometimes you just gotta like go fast at something and hope for the best,
Yeah. That's kind of like the catch-22 about skateboarding. The faster you go, the easier it becomes.
Exactly.
But you have to like overcome the fear in order to go faster to be able to do it easier. Right.
Exactly. Which is it's all a big mental game,
Yeah. And you figured that out at like, how old were you? Middle school? You said 12, 13?
Well, I didn't really figure that out then. That took a while to figure out. But around like 14, 15, I was like, whoa, this is helping me learn about life. And
and that's on the speed demon.
No, at this point I had a much better. I like independence, probably bones, probably like some random. I had a Powell board that stayed with me for a few years, bounced around a few different homies, and I'd see it like once every like few months or something, just like with someone random.
So what kind of Powell board was it?
It was one of the old ones, one of the carbon fiber ones, size 8. It's pretty cool.
Okay, when you say old Powell board, I have to kind of like
old
adjust
in the
my
sense
thinking.
Of like, so like 2016-ish Powell.
Okay.
Like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, I get it. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that was like your first pro board?
That was my first real board. Yes.
So Powell board with what type of trucks?
Independence rip. Absolutely. Think about getting some more independence soon.
Yeah. And then what kind of wheels? Do you remember?
Probably, I think it was some type of bones, like park wheel. I did not like them whatsoever. But
one thing I noticed about younger folks is, first of all, you turn your wheels inside out. Do you do that?
I like to ride with the graphic out, actually.
Do you? Okay.
That's what I prefer.
So why? Why do people turn their graphics inside out? Do you know, or do you intentionally ride with your graphics outside in order to go counter?
I just think it looks cooler. I like the graphic on the outside.
I do too, 100%.
But when people turn inside, it's like the same reason. They're just like, this just looks cooler. It's all for like a style and what you think is cool. Reasons, I know some people they take isopropyl and then rub off the graphic entirely, so it's not even there. And then it's like,
why?
Some people just want that clean look, that clean aesthetic,
like white wall tires.
Yeah, it's a bit funny because like it's a skateboard, it's gonna get dirty immediately, but I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
That's what people want.
Yeah. So what would you say, I guess, is your ideal board style? Like what size, specs? Give me something.
8.75, like 14.
8.75.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty big for someone your age.
That's my preferred.
Yeah.
I just got, just long, tall. That usually comes with a longer wheelbase. Maybe like 8.6.
Okay.
Is like my dream ideal.
Yeah.
Perfect size with the like 14.5 wheelbase or like around there.
Yeah.
I really like what I got with the Madness deck right now with the double.
You have the Sam Beckett, right?
The double, the screw holes.
Hold on 1 second. Let me run and grab that.
Yeah, it's so sick. It's really awesome. I love it so much. Having the options of the longer or shorter wheelbase is so nice. Look at that thing. Beautiful.
Okay, turn it around and show the grooves on the bottom.
Yeah, I don't really understand what these are for, but maybe it's like weight reduction or...
No, man, it's for like grabbing the board, like early grabs or just, launching and grabbing and, having some grooves.
Just having something extra to grab onto.
Yeah, like some extra style points and stuff, So... but... Yeah, Madness, they're not in business anymore.
Very unfortunate, yeah.
Which I think they're Opera now, or Jacuzzi, or both, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know like the story behind all that.
Sister brands and this and that,
exactly. In the industry, not like I'm like deep in the industry or anything, but we're just some local yokels out here in Leander. We're
just some Leander chumps out here.
Yeah, that's right. We're not deep in the industry.
Unfortunately not.
But, you do still rip like a lot of these people that are deep in the industry,
I don't know if I go that far. I try my best to rip.
They do, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, from my perspective,
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So what are your go-to tricks?
Impossible, pop shove it. I've been really enjoying shifties lately. Shifty ollies.
Okay. Explain to the audience what that is.
Well, that is when you pop your skateboard. Imagine for context sake, this is like a top-down view of me skating. It's when you pop your skateboard up and you shift it at an angle like that, like you're gonna 180, but then you pull it back and land going straight again.
That's right. So you ollie, you turn 90 degrees, and you're like, oh, never mind, and you go back regular.
And it feels so cool to do.
Yeah.
It is such a fun trick.
It's very stylish. Yeah.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
And then you can start applying that to like any stance, like nollie or fake or this or that, and then it's just like just shifting around, you know?
Yeah. You can shifty in and out of other tricks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's really sick. But
Yeah. Okay.
trying that lately.
Is there anything that's kind of on your bucket list to obtain as far as tricks is concerned?
Oh, most definitely, man. I've always wanted to skate handrails, you know, but that's like absolutely just like, you know, real scary stuff right there.
So being somebody of your stature, 6'4", do you find some tricks easier and some tricks harder?
I do actually. I found impossible for me because of my height and everything, my body mechanics. It's a real nice trick to do. It works out super well.
Okay.
But something like a kickflip, I feel like I struggle with really hard. Just because my body is, I don't know. This is my personal theory and my excuse as to why I can't kickflip well. But it's because I'm so much longer than the average person, right? Like in terms of like my foot stance and my shoulders and all this. And just like trying to kickflip, it's just like so hard to maintain the body position and power.
Yeah.
And that's my excuse as to why I can't kickflip, guys.
You heard it here.
But
yeah, that's good, man. Okay, so you said that when you were starting to skating, you had some homies and stuff, and obviously people, as they live their life skating, they start revolving and skating with different people at different times, depending on where they live and all that stuff. But who were some of the first people you started skating with, and like what type of things rubbed off on you?
My homie Chris, my homie Bobby, and my homie Elijah. That was like the OG skate squad.
Yeah,
that I would skate around with. Oh, the homie Tanner and Brad and Christian and Matt and all the long
shout out to Tanner, Christian, Brad. Shout out to
all the homies, bro. But I just, in case they see this, I didn't want them to feel left out. But all the homies that I've skated with have all rubbed off on me, I feel like. But in the beginning, bunch of just like dickhead teenagers smoking weed and skateboarding and being a nuisance to society and stuff like that kind of. But that definitely rubbed off. Their humor rubbed off on me a lot. But I felt like I was kind of trying to be like them a little bit too much at a certain point. That's when I kind of had to pull back and be like, I gotta be more Casey than more skater, I guess, or what I think a skater should be or whatever. And I feel like that helped me be just like more myself, Yeah. That felt cool.
Yeah, your own particular style, your own way of skating.
Exactly. Yeah. Instead of like trying so hard to fit in with everyone around you, Yeah.
Okay. So what type of terrain did you start skating, and what do you prefer now?
Lots of ditches, lots of like real big, real steep ditches with transition that's like dunk, 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 stuff like that. And that was real fun. I love that feeling still of skating a ditch. But now I've been loving transition lately, transition like getting air. And I've been trying to do grabs and stuff like that, tweaks, but that's real hard. Yeah. So I'll get there.
So there's not a lot of dudes around Austin, and ladies around Austin that skate a lot of transition. Not Austin, around Leander specifically. Yeah. So yeah, but have you been able to skate transition in other places besides this?
Well, yeah, I like the Volcano at Lakewood a lot. I like the Benbrook Roll. The Benbrook Roll is super fun to like get little airs on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But no, I really want to go to Georgetown more, Start going over there, hitting the bigger hips there and stuff. I want to try and clear that little like weird mani pad.
Yeah.
I want to try and just like fly all the way over that if that's possible, but I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty.
So what do you think about like the difference between the way the old dudes and the guys your age skate?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by the older dudes?
Like, actually, I'm like 3 generations deep away removed from you, 3 different skate styles away. So I find a lot of like some of the younger people are starting to want to like early grab again and do things like no complies that were considered like
not okay.
Yeah, not okay, not cool.
Can't do that, guys.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of coming back around?
No, it is. I love to early grab. Early grab is one of my favorite tricks. One I learned recently that I haven't seen a lot of people do is nollie early grab.
What?
That one feels really fun. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta like huck it, you know?
Yeah, kind of like a
Slam your
flat ground
nose.
dump truck.
Yeah, and you just like slam it in and then just like, it's really fun. I want to try and take it down to set one day, but
I mean,
I'm a coward, so,
I might try that.
Yeah.
That's right up my alley. I love that type of stuff.
It's a fun one, man. It's a fun one.
Okay, you're giving me some ideas.
Yeah,
nollie dump truck kind of thing. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about the future of skateboarding? Where do you see that going?
Just crazier and crazier, you know. I'm just waiting for it to be like Skate 3, like people kick flipping into like handrails and like, you know, back when eating out and like just going.
Well, they already do that.
They are, exactly. And it's like, that's like the average kind of standard now. And you see it on Instagram and you're like, and then you just scroll and don't really think about it. But that's like mind-boggling stuff right there. Just insane.
Yeah. But skateboarding can never really be contained into any one particular type of style.
It really can. I was watching this one video part of this guy. I don't remember his name, but he was doing the tricks that I couldn't even like conceive ever in my entire life. I think like he did something where he like did a pop shove into a pole and then the board bounced off of the pole and he caught it again. And it was like, it is the most wizardly shit of all time, you know.
Well, there's some like that guy 2 episodes back, Paul Kenichi. He's kind of like that. Does like wizard style skating. You know? There's like a whole genre of like wizard style skaters, and you have like the barrack style skaters, and you have the mega ramp skaters, and you have the old vert dudes.
That's where I hope it advances to in the future is like mega vert, mega vert, just like mega parks, just crazy transition, just dudes flying, like going way faster. I think that's where skateboarding is progressing. At least that's where I hope it is, to just faster and bigger and just continuing on the path it is, I guess, you know?
Yeah. So who are some big fast skaters right now?
Oh man, I don't freaking
Okay, all right.
I can think of a few names. I just got to take a second.
Yeah, take your time. And I also want to ask you basically who are your 3 favorite skaters or the ones that have been most influential to you, like on a pro level?
Oh man,
do you watch a lot of pro skaters?
I used to a lot more. Not so much anymore. I was just thinking about this the other night, but I'm like horrible at remembering names, and especially if I don't know the person, it's like trying to remember their name is like impossible.
There's so many of them, and
there's like so many amazing skaters, and it's like I like that guy and that guy and that guy. But
if somebody were to ask me, my mind would immediately go to like some really old school skaters back when I was a kid when I paid attention.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like I just put on YouTube and I just see all these random skaters. I have no idea who they are, but they rip.
Yeah,
you know, and it's like becoming they're a little more, I guess, diluted because there's just so many good guys.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that really hard. Yeah. You know, I remember even a few years ago when I started skating, it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
But now it's like there are so many just incredible, unique dudes doing stuff.
Okay, so let me reframe this then. Like now that there's so many good people out there, back when I was a kid, there was just a handful of people that were really good.
Yeah.
You know, or that were publicized anyway. But now everybody has a platform. Everybody has social media. Everybody has YouTube and all that stuff. So there's so many out of there.
Yeah.
Does that take away some of the uniqueness, or does that bring it back home to the local level?
I think that sorry, my brain's kind of firing right now. I don't know. I like it a lot. There's so many different types of skaters. You know, one group that I like a lot right now is the Genesis guys. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're really sick. And just something that I like to look for in my skate videos personally is, you know, doing big flashy tricks is always cool. Yeah. But I always like when you can tell they're having fun and it's like a really good time and good vibe and like the energy of the video, I guess, if that makes sense. Not to be like corny or anything.
No,
like
man, that's not cliche at all. Like because you know, like we were saying, there's just so much stuff out there, and you just drop the name of a company and a team that I've never even heard of, and I'm around skateboarding every day, all day, pretty much. Yeah, you know, and it's just like there's so many of those.
Exactly.
You know, how do you sort them out? Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of just. It's kind of like you just like the way I do it. I'm just going through Instagram, like, oh yeah, the skater I liked a lot that I followed like years ago. Like one guy I think style is really cool is Bear Miles. I don't know if you've heard of him. Probably not. He skates for a garage sale. At least he did a few years ago. I don't know if that's going on anymore or anything, but he's a real cool guy, real awesome style, kind of old school.
Yeah.
Lots of like aggressive, like early grabs and kind of stuff like that, I guess. But
okay.
Yeah.
Another early grabber.
I don't know if that's true. I might be remembering that wrong. Another guy in terms of like top three skaters, probably I'd say Sean Pablo. Like influenced me a lot when I was younger. He just had so much swag and steez, and then lately, like the past few years, I've been liking this one guy called Dead Dave or Dead Dane, something like that. He rides on heroin. Do you know?
Yeah, I was just about to order one of his decks for the stock of the store. Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome as hell. But I love his style. The way that he skates is just so awesome. You know,
Yeah.
so raw, I guess, but.
So real,
so raw, dude.
That's awesome, man.
But
so what do you want to do when you grow up?
What I want to do when I grow up? Oh man, freaking!
You have a fixed gear bike right there.
It is not fixed gear. It is single speed.
Oh, single speed. Okay.
I've been wanting to get a fixed gear. It has the hub, but I don't got the fixed gear for it right now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. Are you in school or are you just kind of kicking it?
I'm just kind of kicking it. I'm working at Taco Bell right now.
Yeah.
20 years old. Got to get the F out of there before it gets too comfortable, I guess. I don't know.
You become manager?
I mean, maybe that'd be a good experience on the resume or something. I don't know, but don't think that's what I want to do full time.
What do you like doing besides skating?
You know, lately I've been really enjoying just like messing with my bike. So maybe I'll try and become get a job at like an auto shop, changing oil and like learn about cars and.
I mean, there's some really good bike stores, and
that's true.
The renowned Mellow Johnny's downtown, and there's Bike a Lot on South Austin.
Yeah, they got one pretty close to where I live called Peddler.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if they're hiring nothing around. I should go check that out.
Just geek out, just join the groups.
Yeah, if none of that works out, and if I don't make $1 billion skateboarding, then I'll probably just like end up doing a trade or something. Electrical, AC, lineman, something like that.
You could just end up working in a skate shop.
Yeah, could do that too.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound too bad, but
Well,
I'll see where life takes me.
Yeah, exactly. You just kind of just going with the flow, right? Not trying to overplan everything.
No, I found that planning stuff doesn't really work for me a lot of the time because then something doesn't go as planned, and I'm like, well, I don't fucking know,
Yeah. Nothing really goes as planned. Yeah,
not usually.
I never thought I'd be sitting here doing this, and just about 20, an hour ago, you didn't think you'd be sitting here.
I did not think so. Yeah, I bet you didn't think you'd be doing this when you're like my age, huh?
Hell no, man.
What do you think you were going to be doing?
I thought I was going to be an archeologist.
Really?
Yeah, Indiana Jones, man. Yeah.
No
that was the big plan. Obviously.
Going to be digging up dinosaur bones and...
I don't know what the hell I wanted to dig up. But yeah, man. Yeah, so you don't know. Cool. You're 20 years old, man.
Don't know,
You have a lot of time to do stuff, and I'm jealous of that. Yeah.
I'm sure most of the 20-year-olds who try and plan out life end up in a completely different spot than
I'm going to major in this, and then I'm going to open up a financial blah, 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 and then retire.
And then that doesn't work out at all, and then they're like,
then they throw themselves off a building when their stock portfolio crashes.
Yeah, shit can always go wrong. So definitely you got to learn how to just adapt and just like tough it out.
Yeah, so skateboarding kind of gives you just like an immediate problem to figure out. Do that problem for the day or for the week. I'm going to get that impossible, right?
Or this or that or.
Yeah. Kind of gives you that like short-term goal.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because skateboarding is like a bunch of short-term goals over like a super long time period. I remember like a few years ago, I was like if I saw me skating a few years ago at the point that I am now, and I was like. Knew that I wasn't satisfied or like super satisfied with how I'm skating now, I'd be like, dude, what do you mean? You're like, you're ripping, dude, but like. I don't know. It's just kind of a thing you do, and you want to just get better and better and better and better. I feel like, at least for me,
there's no ceiling.
There's no ceiling at all. And then I remember the other day, I'm sure that many of you can relate to this watching out there. I saw a clip of this like 8-year-old kid like kickflip from blunt and like come back and backflip, back tail slide, kickflip, just like all this shit. And I was like, dang man, I gotta get better at skateboarding, dude.
Yeah, but here you are out there on the transformer rail, like doing some pretty rad stuff, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and like you said, all these little tricks kind of have created what you are now. And then a couple of years ago, you would look at yourself now and be like, wow, all those little tricks have created like a patchwork of style for you. You know, each little trick is like a new part of the patchwork. You know,
It really is. Yeah. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Right on. Skateboarding's so sick, you guys. Love skating, man.
Any shout outs that you want to give?
Squash, Bone Crew. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone who's sponsoring me or anything like that. Yeah. So
yet. Yeah.
Anyone who's if you want someone who can impossible and do a shifty ollie.
Hey, big money guys, come on, we got a guy right here. Come on. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming on here. Any last things you want to say to the up and comers?
To the up and comers, freaking skateboard. If you get hurt, take time to heal. Do not rush back into skateboarding. Let your body effing heal, guys.
Coming from a 20-year-old. Wow. No. Yeah. All right. It's very wise. Very wise.
My ankles, my knees, and my hips all have issues right now. Let your body heal, guys. Please.
Right on. Thanks.
Thank you.